You probably heard people say things like the rich are getting richer or money changes people. But in this video, we're breaking down the real difference between poor, rich, and wealthy, and why most people never make it past the rich stage. Most people spend their entire lives working 40 to 50 hours a week, completely exhausted because they've been sold a massive lie about what financial freedom actually looks like. But here's the interesting part. Some of the people driving $100,000 sports cars down Miami Beach are actually drowning in a debt, while the guy next door in a faded t-shirt is quietly building an empire. So what's the difference? And unlike most money videos that only talk about income, this video is about mindset, behavior, and the hidden habits that completely change how money works for you. Let's start at the base of the pyramid. When we talk about a poor mindset, we aren't talking about the number in someone's bank account. We're talking about their relationship with money. Poverty is real. Struggle is real. Bad luck is real. But mindset matters because two people making the exact same salary can end up in completely different stages of wealth. The poor mindset is built around survival. It sounds like, I just need to get through this month. I can't afford to think long term. I deserve this because life is stressful. And honestly, most people fall into this trap at some point. You work all week. You're exhausted. Your brain wants relief. So you buy things that feel good now because tomorrow already feels stressful. That's why companies love buy now, pay later. It's not selling products. It's selling emotional escape. And the dangerous part? The poor mindset usually focuses on income instead of ownership. People ask, how can I make more money? But rarely ask, how can I keep money? Or how can I grow money? Or how can money work without me? But then something interesting happens when people finally start earning more money. Majority still stay financially trapped. So why doesn't higher income automatically solve the problem? So you finally broke out of this survival loop and started making some real money. So you decided you want to show the world you've made it? Well, that's where things get dangerous. Because being rich and being wealthy are not the same thing. This is where people get confused. A rich person has high income. A wealthy person has assets. Huge difference. The core definition of the rich mindset is using money to project status. Rich people often look successful. Nice car, luxury apartment, designer clothes, expensive dinners. And to be honest, some of them truly are actually financially secure. But the rest are playing a very dangerous game. High income, high expenses, zero freedom. Here is the dark secret of the rich mindset. It is an exhausting, high-stakes illusion because their identity is tied to their spending. Their expenses rise exactly in tandem with their income. If they make $30,000 a month, they spend $29,000 a month to maintain their image. They earn more, then upgrade everything. And this is where a lot of high earners secretly panic. Because if they stop working for even 3 months, the entire facade collapses. Most people spend money trying to look wealthy instead of becoming wealthy. So what do wealthy people actually do differently? Enter the wealthy mindset. If being rich is about showing off money, being wealthy is about hiding it. Or more accurately, ignoring the need to show it off at all. Wealthy people think differently about time. That's the real secret. Poor mindset asks, how much does this cost? Rich mindset asks, how impressive does this look? Wealthy mindset asks, how much freedom does this create? That changes everything. Because wealthy people understand one principle most people ignore. Money is most powerful when it buys time. Not attention, not validation, not status. Time. The ability to choose how you spend a random Tuesday. That's why wealthy people obsess over assets. Businesses, stocks, real estate, systems, ownership, things that can grow even while they sleep. And here's the important part. They don't care about looking rich because they are too busy becoming free. They buy assets that pay them, while the rich buy liabilities that cost them. They sacrifice short-term image for long-term freedom. And this is where compound interest becomes almost magical. It's like planting a tree. For years, it barely looks different. Then suddenly one day, it's huge. Most people quit before that moment arrives. So how do you actually shift your brain from the trap of the poor or rich mindset into the wealthy one when society is constantly screaming at you to spend? Making the shift requires changing your primary financial metric. Stop measuring your financial success by your monthly income or the brand of your clothes. Start measuring it by your runway. How many months or years could you survive if your main income stream went to absolute zero tomorrow? The poor mindset has a runway of days or weeks. The rich mindset, despite the fancy cars, often has a runway of only a few weeks or months. The wealthy mindset has a runway of generations. To make this shift today, you have to adopt the asset first rule. Every time a dollar comes into your hands, a percentage of it must be deployed like a soldier to fight for your freedom before you pay for your rent, your food, or your fun. You treat your investments like the most aggressive, non-negotiable bill you have to pay. That's why wealthy people are willing to look boring for long periods of time. They don't need everyone to think they're winning because they're focused on building systems instead of moments. And ironically, wealthy people usually become less emotional about money, not because they don't care, but because they stop using money as identity. They don't buy things to feel important. That's a massive shift, because once your self-worth is disconnected from your spending, financial decisions become clearer. Suddenly, patience gets easier, investing gets easier, saying no gets easier, and over time, that emotional control becomes a superpower. Look, the truth about money is that it's a psychological game. It's the operating system inside your head that decides if you're going to be poor, rich, or wealthy. And the crazy part? You can start thinking like the wealthy long before you become wealthy, but only with understanding of one simple idea. The goal of money is not to impress people. It is to own your time so that you can actually do the things you love and enjoy. If you enjoyed the video, give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.